The following podcast is considered for a mature audience and should only be listened to by an adult. If you're not an adult, please go and get an adult so that you can watch them as they try to awkwardly explain all of the dumb shit that we're about to say. Listener discretion is advised.
And now, coming to you live from the tri-state area and San Francisco, California, it's the best part of Wednesday, Waffle Box, with your hosts, Mike Fish and Kush Hayes.
Ooh, welcome to Waffle Box, the podcast where we talk about anything, everything, and nothing all at the same time. Coming up on episode 98. Should New Jersey be known as the pasta state? Have we finally cured the gas shortage problem? Maybe. Plus, we've got an all-new segment coming up for you in the second half, and much, much more. I am Mike Fish, and I am joined, as always, by the main man from San Fran. It's Mr. Kush Hayes. Kush, how you doing, buddy?
What's good, y'all? Kush Hayes here coming to you. It's the People's Podcast, the original Waffle Box. You accept no substitute because this is the best part of Wednesdays. I'm coming to you live from Oracle Arena, Oracle Park, where the San Francisco Giants are currently hosting the Philadelphia Phillies and are threatening their 100th splash hit tonight. Will it happen? You shall find out. Mike Fish, how are you doing, brother?
I am doing well. I am doing very well. Although I did today. Had an old dental appointment. Which is the worst.
Those can definitely be no fun.
But so now my teeth are all shiny and clean. And he popped in a couple of extra little fillings to fix some, some of my British teeth. But the worst bit. Oh, 2 hours for the cleaning and the filling and all that. 2 hours I was in that chair. My back, still even now, even though the feeling is coming back in my face, my back, I feel like a 90-year-old man. It's I suggested that he should get a massage chair, but perhaps he didn't think that was a good idea while he's trying to drill you. Like,
Sounds like you were under some real stress there, buddy.
It was not good. I mean, as a dentist goes, I'll give a shout out, but I don't imagine many people are here and looking for a dentist in New York. But fantastic dentist, and all the people that work there are lovely. It's other than the journey in, it's one of those times, like those rare opportunities where you're like, I quite enjoy going to the dentist. But yeah, other than that, he needs to get a better chair. But that's
quick technical question, Mike Fish. Last time we did this last season, you can tell, I'm outside and I had a hell of a lot of wind coming in on the microphone. Is that the same right now?
So far, so good. Don't jinx anything. We're good.
All right.
We've got no strange people walking behind you or anything. It's great.
Well, that's still early. I'm sure that's going to happen, actually.
So we're all accounted for. I'm here. Kush is here. Lathan, what is up, my friend?
Greetings, gentlemen. Before we start the show, in honor of Mother's Day, who would be your top draft pick when it comes to TV sitcom MILFs? Peggy from Married with Children gets my vote. I bet she could teach me a thing or two.
Oh. I'm going to go Sofia Vergara from Modern Family.
Yeah, that's cheating. It's not. This is a very good answer.
I think it's a wonderful answer.
What's the I'm going with this is definitely cheating. Because I don't think actually technically, if I remember correctly in the show, she wasn't actually a MILF. She didn't. But Audrey Bingham, Megan Price, you familiar with her?
I'm not. I think I know the name, but no, I couldn't pick her out of a lineup.
She was 36. But yeah, I don't think they had kids, so disqualify my answer. But yeah, that's what I'm going with. But how was your Mother's Day? Did you treat Mama Hayes?
Oh, very, very mellow day. I cooked some steaks, some side dishes, nothing crazy, and then Mom fell asleep to a League of Their Own. So it was an eventful Mother's Day.
Can't knock it. Brilliant thing about me is Mother's Day for me was 2 months ago. So I had set a Sunday, which was quite nice. But yeah, I mean, I'm inside and I'm wearing a hoodie. I'm rather toasty. How's it? You're looking like you're gonna catch a tan. You're all right.
Well, as
I
you
know
can
you're a
see,
redhead.
the
Is
sun
that
is out
safe?
there. Oh, I've been applying layers of sunscreen on all day, so I think I'll be fine. The sun is literally going to dip behind this building within the next 20 minutes. Otherwise, there is a breeze coming in this direction, but I've got 4 or 5 layers on, so I'll be fine.
Jesus, we're cooking like a Thanksgiving turkey. Anyway, shall we crack on? Shall we crack on with this evening's show?
Let's crack one open like a Bud Light.
Oh, speaking of,
Oh.
just real quick, I just have to look. So I had a little bit of bother on Monday, right, on social media. So, because I it's addressed the elephant in the room, just in case anyone's watching this and goes, I recognize that. So I'm drinking a Yingling, right? So
this is a Chinese beer.
No, it's not. It's American. It's American. American.
Oh,
but that's the point, right? So I don't know if you've heard of this, but Bud Light got themselves into a little situation because apparently they were being woke, quote unquote, for the audio listeners and doing some kind of thing for trans rights or something like that. So a lot of people of a particular persuasion, shall we say, were very angry about this because apparently people lose sleep over that shit. And so you had all these people posting videos online of them like throwing their Bud Light in the trash. One person even like run over some Bud Lights with a monster truck. It was like ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I understand Kid Rock shot up a bunch.
Probably sounds like something he would do. I think he's a big fan of the trans people. But so this morning, while I'm waiting for my dentist, so Monday when I was waiting for my dentist appointment, I was on Twitter and I saw Yingling was trending. So, interesting. Okay. Let me see what's up with this. Turns out that Miller Lite has also joined the quote unquote woke cult. And so all of these people that aren't very woke, I guess, all I said, hey, yeah, we should all drink Yingling. That's a real American beer. Well, I'm going to drink some Yingling now. And I'm like, oh, fuck. But I like Yingling. And now when I go to the bar and I order Yingling, people might think that I hate
it's
people.
It's a little problematic, Mike.
So I put something on Twitter, basically saying, look, I've been drinking Yingling for a while. Mm-hmm. Don't group me in with this. Mm-hmm. To which the people that I didn't want to be grouped with, funnily enough, didn't appreciate my tweet. And so all day Monday, my notifications were blowing up to some people. Wow. So yeah, that was fun. So I just want, I don't like, you know us, Waffle Box, we don't like to get political on this, but I just thought elephant in the room. People are going to see me drinking Yingling. This isn't a political statement. This is just I like this beer. That's it. So relax.
I think that's fair enough.
Relax. Plus, I'm cheap. I've already bought this case. I'm not dumping it or anything. I'm drinking this shit. Getting my money's worth.
Why would you? No, drink that shit up, son. I guess I am completely in the dark. I thought only Bud Light and Miller Lite was enjoyed by out of shape middle-aged men who reflect on the youth of their glory in high school and nothing more. But I guess I'm wrong here. Good for you.
Good for me, I guess.
No, not you. Just you in generals.
Oh, use people.
Good for yous.
Anyway, now we've got that a little bit out of the way. And now I officially started the timer, so editing this is going to be fun. Let's head on to this week's top stories.
It's now time for this week's top stories.
This week's top stories. We've got a couple of short bites this week. Should be fun to see how this goes. So here's the news desk. A lesser known peak in Western Oregon's Umpqua National Forest, I apologize if anyone is offended by my pronunciation, was renamed Mount Halo after residents suggested a change to its moniker. The U.S. Board of Geographic Names approved the change on April 13th. The new title, Mount Halo, pays tribute to Chief Halito of the Yonkala Kalapuya tribe. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah. You may be wondering why. Why are we changing that mountain's names? Huh? Previous name was Swastika Mountain. Seriously. Up until April 12th, 2023, you could go visit Swastika Mountain in Oregon.
And this isn't a lot. Oh, in Oregon.
In Oregon.
Wow. Weird, I say.
Very weird.
Swastika Mountain? Woof! That name aged as well as that scene from Rocky, where he was totally not forcing himself on a woman until she finally gave in and eventually became his wife.
Yeah, that's
just how you made love in the 70s. Latham. Sorry.
That's when men were men. Anyway.
That's when no meant yes.
Beautiful story. Next, workers in Old Bridge Township, New Jersey, hometown pride, found 15 wheelbarrow loads of, quote, illegally dumped pasta along a creek in a residential neighborhood. Old Bridge business administrator, I really should proofread these stories for any, like, if these names are hard to pronounce, I should just get rid of them. I apologize already. Himanshu Shah told NPR, you'll be thankful to know the pasta came in a variety of shapes, from spaghetti to macaroni. Mounds of it were sitting along a wooded bank of Iosic Brook. Now, you're probably thinking, Mr. Hayes, how did that pasta get there?
How did it get there?
Well, there have been conflicting reports. I'm going to assume it was put there by a human. But
okay,
who knows? Maybe it could have been aliens. Maybe it could have been a rat that thought, hey, I've seen that movie. Maybe I could be a chef, and then realized, no, I'm too small. So it dumped all its product. Who knows? So the conflicting reports about whether the pasta was cooked and then dumped, or if it was merely... So they don't know whether the pasta was cooked and then dumped, or if it was merely grew soft and limp from the rainfall. Oh, so it could be cooked. Or it could
by the rain, yeah. Because it just makes no sense that someone would just cook bowl after pot of pasta and then just dump it in the forest. Like,
yeah, it seems...
I saw the photo. It's weird looking. It's something of like a John Carpenter film.
But yes, so it's either that or someone took packets upon packets of pasta and just like, fuck it. Or maybe it was one of those Kevin McAllister moments where doing his big shop, look at all this pasta I've got, yeah, and then the bag splits and fuck it, I'll leave it there.
Probably. I mean, not impossible.
Quote, it looks like it was only there for a short time, but moisture did start to soften some of the pasta, he said. 2 workers from the city's public work department were able to clean up the area in less than an hour. Good for them.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I mean, if you haven't heard this story, boys and girls, Google 15 wheelbarrow loads of pasta or something like that. Pasta, New Jersey. The picture, it's a lot of pasta. And if it's gone limp, that's gonna be hot. No one wants to be picking up limp pasta. No one wants anything. No one.
No, they do not.
You know what, that'd be a really good Italian Limp Bizkit cover band name. So, if anyone in Italy
I
is
like it.
Limp Pasta. Now, I was trying to do a pun, and then all of my
Better to
knowledge
back
of
up.
Limp Bizkit just went out, probably for the best.
I did it all for the ragu. The ragu. The ragu. It doesn't. You know, we'll put together a team. We'll get a think tank together. We'll figure this out in a couple days.
So you can add sauce. I put it on your plate. Put it on your plate.
I did it all for the pasta. The pasta. The pasta. So you can boil it in your pan. Boil it in your pan. Boil it in. You boil it in a pot, but it's made more sense to say pan.
I mean, you could boil it in a pan if you wanted to. If you was only doing like maybe just cooking for yourself, cook dinner for one. You don't need that much pasta. Just put it in a pan. Save yourself some washing up.
Hilarious.
Anyway, the final quick pick story this week is a guy named Kai Michelson, a Minnesota inventor who gained a following for his unusual vehicles, unveiled his latest creation, a beer-powered motorcycle.
Ooh, I like that.
We're interested. Let's hear more. His
I
previous
definitely would
inventions.
not ride a motorcycle, but I like that it's on an alternate fuel source. Good for you. How much beer does it take to fuel this thing?
Sure. We'll see. But
okay,
if you are riding along and you get pulled over and the police are like, gee, I can smell a lot of alcohol on you, pal. No, it's a gas tank. It's a gas tank. Honestly, this motorbike is powered by a vodka. It's not me.
No, this is a great point, Mike Fish.
This is
going to cause a few problems. Beer power, wine power. The cops are going to smell that, and then they're going to have some questions. And they're like, really? Your motorcycle is powered by Schlitz malt liquor. Go fuck yourself. Although Steel Reserve 211, I think, could start a few cars today without retooling the engine.
It's pretty much just gasoline anyway.
That's what I said. Yeah.
That's what she said. His previous inventions include a rocket-powered toilet.
Ooh.
For the man on the go.
How does that work?
I don't know. If you don't like someone, invite them around your house, wait until they go to the toilet, and hit the button, and it shoots them out of the house.
Maybe.
Like an ejector seat.
You might have to retool that one too.
Other inventions include a jet-powered coffee pot.
Come on, man.
Not quite sure the purpose of that one. Like at this point,
if you want to singe your coffee, if you want to actually burn your coffee.
At this point, I feel his invention tactic is just have different hats with random words in. And this week I am going to invent a
rocket-powered pillowcase.
To be fair, that makes as much sense as a jet-powered coffee pot. But why a beer-powered motorcycle, you ask? He said that it was created in his Bloomington garage, and it has a 14-gallon keg with a heating coil instead of a gas-powered engine. The coil heats the beer up to 300 degrees, which then becomes superheated steam in the nozzles that propels the bike forward. He said, the price of gas is getting up there. I don't drink. I'm not a drinker. He's want to make sure you know that. I don't drink. I'm not a drinker. I've never had relations with that woman. So I can't think of anything better than to use it for fuel, he told KMSP-TV.
Can't argue with that.
I mean, I can. If you don't drink and you're not a drinker, just leave the drink for people that do want to drink it. Don't stop fucking putting it in your motorbike.
Let this man buy a case of Ham's Silver Lager or whatever it is out of Oregon and fuel his motorcycle.
Oh, you couldn't think of any better
based on-
use for alcohol than to power your bike? Well, how about fuck you, Kai?
Yeah, see, I'm with Lathan.
Irrational. No. Having heard this theory about how the motor works, I have to wonder, like, would this work with like soda pop also or seltzer? Like it's all about heating up the carbonation, it sounds like.
Yeah, and it's just turning it into steam anyway, so does it really need to be beer?
Sounds like it could also just be water, but I'm no scientist.
If he's talking about the price of gas going up, if he's worried about cost efficiency, then yeah, won't you try seltzer water first before you go, oh, I need beer?
Seltzer water actually more expensive than beer these days, but still,
Is it really?
but still. Oh yeah, it's posh shit.
Graceful.
Who the
Hashtag
fuck
boycott
drinks seltzer water.
LaCroix.
Fucking hate LaCroix.
LaCroix. I could never. I remember when I used to work in an office back in them days, and they used to have like a free snacks
The
and free
whole fridge is full.
drinks and stuff. And I thought, you know what? Screw it. I've never tried this flavored seltzer water stuff before. It's free.
Yeah, you tried it. Why would you
Worst
try
that could
it? Try
happen.
it once.
I sipped one, and I literally had to like spit it out into the sink. It was like, this is vile. Oh, it's disgusting.
Yeah, I agree. 1,000% agree. And it's always two flavors that no one wants, like asphalt and cigarette butts, or dirty diapers.
Even if there is
and
a
bird's
flavor
beak.
at all, there's one the one I tried was lime flavored. Apparently, if this had, I don't think this had even been in the same room as a lime. It was like there was like the tiniest. It was like pathetic. Oh, anyway, find better uses or find better gas sources than beer. Stop wasting all your beer. Well, he does protest too much. I don't drink. I'm not a drinker. Yeah, I'm not judging, but he 100% drinks.
You sound a little judgy. But I get it.
Anyway, though I guess he's achieved something with his rocket-powered toilet and jet-powered coffee pot. Let's speak about some other people that are achieving things in their lives. Let's talk about this week's Dumb World Record of the week.
Why?
Why? Why would I? Why? Why?
Why? Why? Why? Why? Why would you want to do that?
Okay. This week's Dumb World Record comes to us from Ring, España.
Oh.
That was my little salsa thing. I need some
Yeah, man. Well done.
bracket anyway. Guinness World Records announced Wednesday that the 2022 edition of the World Jigsaw Puzzle Championships in Valladolid, Spain, was officially the largest competition in the world for puzzle solvers. The competition featured a total of 2,293 jigsaw enthusiasts from 44 countries competing in a puzzle-solving races as individuals, pairs, and four-person teams. The international contest, which was first held in 2019, is organized and supervised by the World Jigsaw Puzzle Federation. Now we know what Vincent Mann's been up to. Under Chair Alfonso Alvarez Osorio. And in case anyone's wondering, the 2023 World Jigsaw Puzzle Championships, which is going to be a 5-day event, is scheduled to kick off on September 20th. So, you know, get your entries in now, kids.
Sweet. I'm not much of a jigsaw guy, but like you gotta admire their passion and their enthusiasm for the activity. I'm not gonna call it a sport, but it is an activity.
Yeah, how is it a competition? Like, is it speed?
Speed, yeah.
Look, I'm not here to judge anyone. But if you know someone that refers to themselves as a jigsaw enthusiast, they're 100% a serial killer. And you need to contact the local authorities.
I mean, that was kind of
you need your medication check.
Yeah, that was kind of one of those like, no offense, but your face is ugly. That was like, I know you said no offense, but no, I'm not judging, but you kind of did judge them a little bit. I'm just wondering, if there's a competition, there needs to be brackets and this stuff. 2,293. That doesn't work out. Doesn't work out to me at all. Surely there's like this one. There was one when they were picking teams. There was like, what's one guy I just left? Like, oh, can I be on your puzzle team? No. But anyway, I guess congratulations to those. Although, do all 2,293 jigsaw enthusiasts get a little certificate, or do they just be like, "Oh no, I was there"?
They probably get a keychain or some shit.
That they have to pay for themselves because Guinness World Records ain't paying for that shit. Cheap bastards. Anyway, congratulations for another great world record. Still to come on episode 98 of Waffle Box, we're having a little bit of a merge for those who have dabbled in an odd microdose every now and again. We've got a little bit of a crossover event coming on after the break with a little cameo party that's coming up. Plus, Kush has got a movie review, as always. Plus, staying ideas with Trapdoor and Feel Good segment, all that good stuff. So make sure you stick around after this short break, and we will be all right.
There are many things you have never seen nor heard. This will change your experience. Introducing the Fisher Audio Video System Model 1500 with 150 watt per channel stereophonic sound, laser compact disc player, state-of-the-art video cassette recorder, linear tracking turntable, dual cassette deck, 15-inch three-way bass reflex speaker systems, and 400-line high-resolution TV picture. This new advanced system will bring you incredible pictures and sounds. You will see and hear with a clarity and vividness that until now were only a fantasy of science. The Fisher Audio Video System. It will alter your view of the world.
Robyn Seto Cameo Party.
Hey!
Woo! Welcome back to Waffle Box episode 98. Normally we do the middle of the show quiz, but we're sort of kind of not doing that, but it's slightly different. For any of you fans of the microdose, you may be very familiar with. Oh, that was perfectly timed, as if I practiced that. Robyn Seto's Cameo Party, and now to introduce the host of said show, Robyn Seto. Robyn, how you doing, buddy?
I'm great. Yeah. Welcome to my party, people. It's a pleasure to be here with Mike Fish and Kush in a different setting. All right. Yeah.
Untested waters.
Oh, we're gonna
Hey,
try
Robyn,
the game out.
it's a pleasure to meet you. But come on, fellas, how about a little heads up next time? If I knew that we'd be expecting ladies, I would have worn pants.
Ah,
Lathan, that's on you, buddy. That's on you. You should always be wearing pants.
seriously, put some pants on.
Fine. What's even the point of working from home if you can't get comfortable?
That's our producer, Lathan, by the way.
I see.
It's a pleasure.
I mean, I don't see, but yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, he's
all
very
right.
shy.
Well, I'm a lady frog, and this is my party. So, the Cameo Party. You guys are familiar with the website Cameo. Yes, where you go and you can buy custom messages from various celebrities, and they get to set their own price. So what do we do here on the Cameo Party is I go on there and I pick some celebrities and we play a little Price is Right type game where Kush and his usual guests on the microdose, but today we have Sir Michael Fish. Yeah, so you guys try to guess as close as you can to the celebrity's cameo price without going over. And
I'm definitely gonna go $1 higher than you, Kush.
As usual, we flipped a coin backstage and it came up tails. So, Mike, you're gonna go first.
Oh fuck! Beautiful. I'm ready. I'm ready.
We're ready. All right, we're gonna jump in. Now I don't know too much about this person, but you might like Jalen Smith. I know you are a New York Giants fan, but I don't know anything about this guy. I just said he was a New York Giants linebacker.
Jalen Smith. Oh, right, real quick. I'm going to look up his face. I'm not looking at the price.
Who is this man?
Jalen Smith.
Dubious.
Is he there?
Jalen Smith. Is that who we're talking about?
Yeah. Football. American football.
What? Oh, yep. Jalen Smith. Okay. He plays for the Cowboys. Oh no.
He did.
He did play for the Giants. Okay, right. Sorry. Yep. My bad. Jalen Smith. I'm sorry. I'm totally derailing this, but Jalen Smith. I know he was also a basketball player. That always threw me off. Okay. So NFL, New York Giants. Or I remember I've come up a cropper on this one before. Is he taking the money for himself, or is this a charity?
Oh, good answer.
It usually will say if it's for charity, and this one did not specifically say for charity.
Okay.
So it's going to be probably a little bit low because normally for charity.
I don't think any of these are, for the record.
I'm going to go with $300.
$300
dues, says Mike Fish. Yeah, this is normally where I wax poetic on something, but I don't know this gentleman whatsoever, so I don't know what his career is like. I don't know if he's ever been to a Super Bowl on any team.
No, if he played for the Giants, no. Or the Cowboys.
I'm gonna just say 69.
Just $69.
Nice.
All right. Well, he is charging $200.
Whoa,
so
whoa.
Kush's goofy guesses actually got him a point. All right.
Oh, damn it.
Good job.
I forgot his price is right. I was closer, but I was over.
You were
he
over.
was over. All right. Next one, Boy George.
Yeah, he's still alive?
He is still alive. So Mike
him.
Fish.
I wonder how he's looking nowadays.
What do you think, Boy George? He's surprisingly normal.
Huh.
Come a chameleon. I'm on Cameo.
I thought that was.
I'm gonna go with $100. $100.
Okay.
100. I think that's a good guess. I don't think Boy George needs any money. Like, I mean, that Karma Chameleon.
Oh, I'm sure
he's still got to be getting
all of that Karma Chameleon money went on straight up his nose or something.
You think it's been dried up? Okay, probably, maybe.
100%.
It's also weird that he isn't doing this for charity. He seems like a very charitable individual, but hey, who knows? What do I know? I'm going to just say 150.
$150.
$150.
Boy George is charging $400 for a cameo,
Wow.
which means Kush pushes the point here.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
$400? What year does he think it is?
Maybe he just doesn't want to do them.
Maybe it's like a court order. He has to be on Cameo.
Yeah,
I'll just price
it's
myself
like
out.
part of a community service type thing. But anyway, all right. Number three, we have number 3, Chet Hanks, not Colin Hanks, the other son of Tom Hanks.
The son Tom Hanks doesn't talk about ever.
Right. I'm not sure if you're familiar with him at all, Mike Fish, but what do you think the not famous, the infamous son of Tom Hanks wants for a custom message?
$20. I have no idea who this guy is.
$20.
Oh, I know who he is, but has he done anything?
He's a rapper.
Oh, good
Lord! Loose definition. It's loose definition. But I also
if I wasn't worried for a copyright strike, I would definitely be playing some Chet Hanks bars right now.
YouTube actually gives you $5 whenever you play a Chet Hanks song.
Yeah, cherry case.
I'm gonna say $99.
$99.
That's a weird number.
It is a weird number. He's charging $299.
Fuck you, Chet Hanks.
Sweeping this thing.
Yeah. Another one for Kush. Weird. Yeah.
Who the hell is buying cameos from Chet Hanks?
Hopefully not too many people.
Hopefully not too many people.
The only reason you would get a Chet Hanks cameo is because he was cheap. I'm not spending $200 on that. Half the cameo would be him explaining who he is.
All right. Number 4, we have Ruby Soho. Ruby Soho, or Ruby Rose, I think was her other name at one point in time.
Did she get married?
She changed promotions.
I think did she change to Ruby? Is it Ruby Riot or something?
Oh yeah, Ruby Riot.
Okay, that's a whole different lady.
Now it's Ruby Soho on AEW. Ruby Riot.
Yeah, that's right. She's Ruby Riot
Rose
on WWE.
Was the chick who was Batwoman on CW, and then something happened, and she left the show, but then they kept it going, and then it was a whole stupid thing.
That was my bad. I didn't write it down, and I remembered incorrectly. Anyway, she's a little wrestling lady.
Little wrestling lady.
So she was formerly WWE, now at AEW. So I am going to go with just after the Boy George and Chet Hanks debacle. My first thought, I'm doubling it, so I'm just going to go with $400.
Okay.
I think you might have gone over on this one, sir. So I'm going to just say $75.
That is his tactic right now, but it is working because she is charging $150. So, I mean, do we want to do the last one? Because now there's no way for to fish back out.
So this one is for 500 points.
All right.
Winner takes all.
Okay. Luis Guzman.
Ooh.
I think he might have been on this show before, but not Waffle Box. So, and it's been a while.
It's been a while.
So, what do you think Luis Guzman wants, Mike Fish?
Remind me what this person does.
He's an actor.
He's a character actor. You've seen him in like 100 different things. The only thing popping into my head right now is he was the club owner in Boogie Nights.
That's right.
Like, you are one sexy bitch.
Oh yeah. I know. Okay. $250.
$250. Kush.
I'm gonna just say $100.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that little pity noise. That's you won, didn't you, Kush? Didn't you? I bet you fucking won.
He's charging $300.
Wow.
So the sudden death fish took it for the win. Stole it right from under your nose.
You win.
Mike Fish scores 500, Kush 4. Pathetic showing, Kush. Try better
I
next
guess I'll
time.
just walk into the ocean now.
No, Virginia Wolf.
I like that game. That was a fun game. That was a fun game.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Oh, yeah. I hope you
Outro
had
music.
a fun time. Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, congratulations. I'll be a gentleman, Kush. You win this time. Congratulations. Still to come. We've got Trapdoor. Do you want to stick around, Robyn? We're talking about some
Sure.
dating ideas. They're
Okay.
terrible.
Yeah,
They're terrible.
I'll stick around a little longer. Oh, that sounds awesome.
In this
get a
week's
pen and pad for this one.
I got a pen.
Oh, Robyn's got a pen as well. It's time for this week's Trapdoor segment.
Oh.
Scary.
Oh,
So,
no.
Trapdoor, for those are unaware, what we do here, we select 4 different things of a certain subject or topic, and then we devise which one we're going to open the trapdoor, send into oblivion, so no one can ever do that thing again. We went through celebrities A to Z, and now we're on first, second, or third date ideas. So that's the big thing. It has to be the first, second, or third date. It can't be after you know someone. This is still the getting to know period. And we are now on the letter G, the gangster, and other Goga and gelato. Those are other things that begin with G, just in case you're unfamiliar with its work. So the 4 date night ideas are go-karting, a ghost tour, game night, or guitar lessons. I love. Maybe I might. There's always one that's really terribly shit, but yeah. Go-karting, ghost tour, game night, or guitar lessons. Which one?
Now, are we talking like just board game night, or are we a night at the carnival? What are we talking here when we say game night?
Game night, I'm going to say, let's say maybe going to a barcade or something. Let's make it more of a social expert. Because I mean, to be fair, if you're on the second date or something, and a guy, hey, you want to come back to my house and play Scrabble? It's gonna be a bit weird, a bit creepy. So let's just say we're going out in public. There's witnesses, that kind of game night.
All right. Well, I'm going to let our ladies first. Our guest, Robyn Seto, should take a stab at this before I get into it. So you can just,
all right.
You can just say, I want to do this one, or you can go down the list like, here's why I would do this. Here's why I wouldn't do that. This one sucks the most.
All right. Guitar lessons sucks because, I mean, if you got a girl, chances are she's got nails, and you really don't want nails when you're playing guitar.
Okay.
Also, you hurt your fingers, which is you got
to build up the calluses.
Now my fingers hurt, and then you don't feel good, and you don't want to be touchy later because you're like, my fingers hurt.
But then that's
I
when
would
you
do the ghost tour.
Hey, you forced me to do the guitar lessons. Now my hands hurt, so this is all on you, pal. Get down now.
That's no. No.
Also, what if you want,
Um,
it might be romantic. Like you could write a love song together. Oh, and then it'd be our song. No, not selling it.
Not
Okay.
for me. No. I would do the ghost tour, in which we both become ghosts and tour the world.
So wait, so
Is
your
that what you meant
perfect
by
date would
ghost
be
tour?
a suicide pact.
Well, no, my perfect date happens posthumously, is what I'm saying.
Interesting. There's a Bo Derek movie about that.
Oh, okay.
Ghosts
have to
Can't
check.
Do It. It's from like 1990. It actually played on the Playboy channel back in the day, and I was like, this is some bullshit, man. This is just like a romantic dramedy. This is awful.
But I mean, if
Not
ghosts
even
can't
nudity
do
in
it, and they can't, isn't that just like we just like learn from Sting and get into that tantric shit?
I don't think Sting was at least not announcing those talents yet. But
It's the ghost tour.
The ghost tour is your
All right,
favorite. So
so-
which one out of those four, Robyn, are you going to be sending down the trapdoor so no one can be tricked into doing that one ever again?
I'm gonna say guitar lessons. I know I went pretty hard on the guitar lessons. I think maybe it's because the only thing I can imagine is somebody being like, check out, I could play this Oasis song. and that's just
Oh my
the
God,
kind
he's
of a
going to play
mood killer.
Wonderwall. Fuck me.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Trapdoor.
Sorry, guitar lessons.
Engage. Kush, where are you going with this one?
Go-karts are a lot of fun, but you know what? I am a rather tall and large gentleman, so I don't think I'll be fitting in any
brag.
go-karts anymore. Yeah.
Do you put that on your Tinder profile?
Sometimes.
I can't go go-karting because I'm a large fella.
Indeed, I do that. Ghost Tour actually just went on one of those recently, a couple weeks ago. We went through the Haight-Ashbury and we visited the homes of Jim Jones, Charlie Manson, and then some kid got murdered at Janis Joplin's apartment.
It just ruined the whole night.
Like,
the police got involved.
They gave us the
we had to go home.
EPK meters or whatever. And outside of Charlie Manson's house, and she was going off the scale. Like it was like, and at first I was like, oh, there's we're under power lines. There's a transformer right there. It's a wet night. But when we got to Janis Joplin's house, where there were actually demons hiding in the tree because we had one of those little Xbox 360 Connect gimmicks. It's a whole thing. Yeah, the EPK meter, nothing. Oh, anyway, Ghost Tour, actually a lot of fun. And then if you're with the right ghost, like, I'm all scared now. You better hold my hand. And I was like, I'll hold your hand, baby.
Although it could get weird though. Like, do you imagine if you're like on a date with a woman, like against like first or second one, and they go, oh, and in this room, an entire family was slaughtered in their sleep, and then she just leans and goes, oh my God, I'm so turned on right now. You're like, oh, really? Ooh.
She might be. Ooh. Got yourself a good freak there. She did.
I thought goth girls were popular.
I don't think Mike knows what those are. That's okay though. He's married. Game night.
I'm familiar with goth girls.
Kind of whack. Game night's something you don't want to just do with.
I've been to suicidegirls.com.
Game night is something you want to do like on a double date or even a triple. You want to get like friends together. But I also agree with Robyn Seto here. Miss Robyn, if you're nasty, guitar lessons suck diddly and need to be shot down the shaft.
Shot down the shaft. You filthy bastard.
It's unanimous.
Well, there you go. Fellas, ladies, we've saved you. You'll never be taken to a guitar lesson on another day. What letter comes after G, Kush? H.
Well, he's English, Robyn, so he doesn't know how to speak English.
H.
Ache.
Whatevs.
It's okay.
But
whatevs. Oh.
It's now time, I guess, Kush, for you to waffle on about a movie. Next segment is where Kush reviews a movie, and we call that segment Kush's movie review.
You'll never guess how many hours we spent on that title.
Kush's movie review.
Came to me one day in a dream. It was magical. So, Kush, what movie are we talking about this week? Fool's Paradise, apparently. It says on my sheet of paper here.
The feature film debut, directing and writing wise, of Mr. Charlie Day, who most folks know from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Yes, he's done other movies, but this is the first movie that he's gotten to write and direct on his own. He's actually been working on this since 2018. So in 2023, I'm excited to see this. Some of the It's Always Sunny cast is in it, not all of them, and for not very long. Dr. Ken Jeong is in this movie. I would actually say this is more his movie than anyone else's, but you get other cameos by like Jason Bateman's in there for a minute. Ted Lasso's Jason Sudeikis pops in for a cup of coffee, and then I think Adrian Brody steals the show with every scene he's in. However, this movie was not fun. It is one of the longest 93 minutes I've ever sat through. Like, there's some ha-has and what do you knows if you've ever been in production or if you've been on like a studio set, little funny quirky insider things like that, but that's it really. Like I said, if you've seen a movie with Charlie Day in it, if you've seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, a lot of his gimmick is talking like this really loud and being obnoxious and just screaming, and he does none of that in this. He goes the actual opposite direction where he doesn't say shit. Doesn't say shit the entire time. He's just doing. No, he's a mute, and not even technically a mute. He's a mental patient that they identify like, you know, he's technically not deaf and he's not a mute, but he's just decided one day he doesn't want to say anything. I love this, Mike. You have to do this more often. And sure enough, the Board of Health just says, hey, we're just going to put him on a bus downtown and let society deal with them. This should have been better. It feels like he's borrowing a lot from like Charlie Chaplin and I almost said Buster Poindexter, but he obviously didn't borrow from the New York Dolls, but he's borrowing from a lot of old silent film. So Buster Keaton is who I wanted to say. You know, it's only okay at best, but unfortunately, we are giving this film 2 out of 5 stars. Like, at some point, this character can't be this daft, and the people around him cannot be this stupid, because they just tolerate all this. The man actually gets married to a woman and never says "I do." It's one of the weirdest things I've ever seen. So
what has to do with just gives her a thumbs up or something?
You know, I don't even remember because the whole thing is just ludicrous. So
Ludacris is in it?
Yeah, I wish this was better.
Great.
No, but Common is.
No. Luda.
He's so much more disappointed.
I mean, let's be honest. If you had the choice between hanging out with Common or Ludacris.
Yeah.
I mean, Common is probably a lot cooler, but Ludacris will like show me Fast 10 a week before it comes out. So I'm gonna hang out with Ludacris.
Luda.
We're gonna make fun of Tyrese's big bald head. That'll be a 5-star night on its own.
And then like after you've had a couple of drinks in you, you'd be like, "Hey, Luda, tell that bitch to get out of the way. Do it. So much fun.
Very funny. So anyone that did want to see this, I would say don't see it in the theater. Wait for streaming. It'll probably be on Prime next month. But I hope he gets another chance. I would like to see what he could do with a real budget, with a real script, with just a real timeline. Because again, he started this in 2018, and they just kind of chipped away at it over the years. You know, just like, okay, now I guess I'm going to film on the weekend. Anyway, that's my Charlie Day impression.
One.
Pretty good.
Well, there you go, boys and girls. Fool's Paradise, 2 out of 5. Don't see it. Needs more Ludacris. That's anyway. All right, before we wrap up the show, I almost forgot. Since we've got our 100th episode giveaway still going on.
Oh, yes.
I forgot to say. So last week we gave you the first special word, and then this week we gave you another special word. Next week we give you. What?
They have to watch last week's episode to find out what that word is. Don't tell them, Mike.
Because we're not repeating it. We're not repeating it.
We're not.
So yeah, at the end of next week's episode, you can then email enjoywafflebox@gmail.com with the 3 special words, and all correct entrants go into a little draw, and you can win a $100 Amazon gift card. So that's well worth checking out, and obviously the winner will be announced on episode 100. So Lathan, for all those keen-eared boys and girls, what's this week's special word?
This week's special word is hullabaloo.
Oh, hullabaloo. That's a good word.
How do you even spell that?
Well, Google will be your friend.
Is that even a real word?
Hullabaloo. Oh, right. What's the... Oxford Dictionary.
You know, don't look it up now. Later.
Hullabaloo. A state of commotion, excitement, or violent disturbance. Say, oh, it's a great word. It's a great word. Hullabaloo.
Okay.
Speaking of fun words, before we get into the feel-good story this week, a friend of mine was in town visiting from England. Did someone just turn the lights on you, Kush? Jesus. Oh, there we go. We're back. And he was talking about words, and there's only a certain word that you only ever hear in reference to drugs, and we was trying to, reignite it into everyday speak. That word was paraphernalia. Whenever someone's asked talking about paraphernalia, it's only all about drugs, right? The drugs, then they're paraphernalia, right?
Well, paraphernalia can be anything that's like verboten or forbidden. You hear it a lot in
Does
prison.
it have to be forbidden?
Yeah, well, in prison it is.
Oh, I was going to try to use it in everyday, like
have in your cell.
Like when I'm looking for my sneakers. Where's my running paraphernalia? But you can't do that?
Only if you're not supposed to have it.
Oh. Well, that's ruined that then. Anyway, let's talk about something nice and warm and cozy. Almost as warm and cozy as Robyn Seto's frog hat, which looks very comfortable. It's this week's feel-good story of the week.
It's the coolest fucking story I've ever heard in my entire life. That's insane. Can I hear it again?
Oh, Kush, you haven't got your microphone to make love to.
No, it's a shame.
Next week.
Next week. When we're in warmer climates.
So this week's feel-good story comes to us from Manhattan. New York, the town's so good they named it twice. Or he had a stutter. We're not 100% sure. So this week's feel-good story is now a Connecticut resident, 92-year-old Mary Silvestri, which is a fun last name because who else had a Silvestri as a last name? Someone who made a little bit of music for certain movies. I'm looking at you, Kush.
Alan Silvestri?
The guy who did like Rocky stuff and shit.
That's Sylvester Stallone.
No, never mind. So Mary Silvestri, who did like Rocky soundtrack? Wait, no, maybe it wasn't him now.
Oh, it's like Bill something or other. He's not Silvestri though.
Oh, it was Alan. Was Alan Silvestri?
Hey, look at me. So I gotta know stuff.
Anyway, right.
Even when I don't.
I don't know if they're related. But anyway, 92-year-old Connecticut resident Mary Silvestri was supposed to audition for the Rockettes when she was a teenager. But unfortunately, she missed out because, quote, she couldn't get to New York alone and no one could take her. Her family recently contacted the Rockettes to share her story, and they invited her to come down for their latest audition at Radio City Music Hall. Quote, "We always loved making someone's dream come true," Rockette Amarisa Labar told People magazine. Silvestri arrived ready for a day of dancing and did just that, doing high kicks and learning how to bevel. I don't know what bevel means, but... she also gave a pep talk to the 800 Rockette hopefuls who came to the audition, saying, quote, Just keep moving, keep going, and keep going to dancing school. Do your routine and enjoy it. You have to enjoy what you're doing. Unfortunately, the article doesn't say whether 92-year-old Mary got into the Rockettes, but hey, if you go there this Christmas, maybe you'll be surprised and see some 92-year-old at the end of the line going, I still got it. Anyway, there you go. So isn't that nice? 92-year-old finally living out her dream.
About time.
It's like when a 92-year-old finally gets their high school diploma. You know, it's just like, all right, I guess.
Okay, cute, I guess.
Yeah, now get a real job.
I'm sorry.
I get it. But at that point, what's the fucking point?
Nice. Look, it's better late than never.
I guess.
There you go.
I don't care.
I guess. Anyway. That wraps up another episode of Waffle Box in the can. Boop, put a little bow on it. And we'll send it to your friends and family. Kush! Microdose this week?
That would be nice, but we have been still bogged down with life getting in the way of stuff. I wish I could blame it on work and finals and all that. No, I make it up to you, kids. I promise. Daddy will make it up to you. But check out. Come back next week for the Waffle Box.
Listen to this again on Friday.
Yeah, listen to us again on Friday, and then next week we have a review for Fast X.
Or Fast 10 your seatbelt.
Fast X Part 1 of 3.
I get it.
See, she gets it. Anyway, although I'm pointing this way, knowing my luck, this makes sense where I'm looking at, but knowing when I click save recording, it's going to mirror it, and I'll be pointing at Kush going, she gets it, and it's going to be weird. So one of these. Anyway. Robyn, thank you very much for joining us this week. You're more than welcome to join us again.
Yay, thank you.
For those that want to find you on socials, is there a way that they can do that? Do you even want them to do that?
Don't find me, but you can find my artwork and other videos on the YouTube. I'm working with my friend Auto Potaki. That's not how you say his name, but his channel is Generation Y Entertainment, Generation WHY Entertainment, and it's all like stuff millennials would like. So check that out if you like The Clerks or pro wrestling and movies.
Ooh, I like all of those things. All right. But yes, I am you've got the underscore Kush_Hayes. I am only Mike Fish on the Twitter sphere and Instagram, although I don't very post often on Instagram, so don't bother, it's wasted a click. But until next time. Oh, Lathan, do you want to say goodnight?
Good night, everyone. Don't forget that today is International Pinot Grigio Day, so don't forget to get absolutely shit-faced before you head to bed tonight.
Great advice.
Sounds
Great
good.
advice. So until next week, take care of yourselves and each other.
That's all, folks.